What's up, everybody? It's the Faces Cake Worker. And what are your kids doing online? That is the question. Now, we coming with a new one. This story is out of Georgia, everybody. Georgia. All right. A missing teenager out of Georgia who investigators say was lured away from his home by a suspect he met playing online video games. All right. The FBI found Jahon Lazorian Fuller, a 16-year-old with autism, Tuesday, according to Douglas County Sheriff's Office. They have been searching for the teen who went missing from his home in Dodge County, Georgia on October 27th. People believe that he left on his own record, but his parents and his brothers thought different. His father, Dion Fuller, told the cops he woke up 4 in the morning to find Jahon, who has the mental capacity of a 10-year-old, ladies and gentlemen, gone. Now, Fuller doesn't really speak with strangers. If you know about autism, it's a communication disorder. Sometimes they don't speak much, sometimes they don't speak at all. But if he was online, he must have been communicating, so he must speak or must have limited social interaction. His parents say he has no friends and mostly plays video games on PlayStation online. If any knows about autism, and I've covered a video on this before, you can check my playlist. Autism usually is affects socialism, and people with autism sometimes struggle keeping a social life and keeping friends, and they become isolated. And in living in the internet age, the internet is where many people meet and have friends and to avoid judgment. Now, this study with Mr. Fuller, 16-year-old boy, went missing. Apparently from his home all the way down in Georgia. Now, if I don't know if you guys can look on your phone and put Google Maps and put Georgia, where you're at now, and put New York. That's pretty far away. All right. Um, and they found Mr. Fuller, or the young boy Fuller, hiding in a closet all the way in Eastchester, New York, which is about in Westchester County, and about 20 miles of Manhattan. All right. Apparently, the kid developed a relationship with somebody online, and somehow he went undetected despite his mother's efforts to monitor his online activity. Is this really clear? So, you trying to tell me? Let's rewind this. The kid has the capacity of a 10-year-old. Now, I have a daughter, and I know kids can hide stuff, but a kid with the mental capacity of a 10-year-old was able to hide his mother's online research to check what he's doing online. A 16-year-old with the mind of a 10-year-old, once again, guys, was able to hide um, who he was communicating on PlayStation. Now, if anybody has played PlayStation before, if you add a friend, it shows up right on the friends list. If you've been communicating with these people, it shows the messages that you've had on PlayStation, PlayStation 4 or 5. It shows the messages. So I don't know if this 10-year-old, I mean, the 16-year-old with a mind of a 10-year old had some kind of software that, I'm a pretty avid gamer and I'm pretty uh, uh, knowledgeable of software and IT and basically, I don't think there's any app unless it was created by himself that would allow him to hide his communication with an individual on a PS5 or PS4. All right. Now, apparently, he's met this person online, and it was shocking to his mother. Now, mom, I don't think you were doing a great job in researching your son's interactions online. Doesn't seem like you were doing a good job. Here's a tip: go online. They have many resources to show how to check what your kid is doing and who they're interacting with online. That's just a tip. All right. Did she do a great job at monitoring his online activity? I don't think so. All right. But back to the story. All right. They tracked Mr. Fuller down from messages that his brother received. Strange messages on Instagram from him a day before, or the day before the kid went missing. And the message stated that he found an easier job since the South has high poverty rates, and he saved up cash and to move up to New York, and he's doing fine. But His parents say this boy never had a job. Now, clearly, this guy was not bright. Whoever guy or snatched him up, they weren't very bright themselves. Um, that was the dumbest lie that I've ever heard for a 10-year-old of a kid with 16 or a 10-year-old mind would be able to find employment and move upstate and send his brother a message on Instagram.
Oh,
Why he would choose
really?
Instagram to send a message is beneath me, but you guys think on that one, all right? Now, it was also a handwritten note that was left allegedly by Jahon saying that he's going west to improve his life. So apparently, the person wanted to distract the family and have them thinking he went all the way to the west coast and just randomly dropped everything. A
Oh,
kid who's never
really?
left the house much, only plays video games on PlayStation, but he randomly just decided he's going to leave his house of safety and go all the way to the west coast with a 10-year-old mind. That makes a lot of sense. All right.
Oh, really?
And apparently all his messages went deleted on the PlayStation. Okay, so that makes sense. All right.
Oh, shit.
The messages were deleted. All right, so that makes sense. But previously, if she was monitoring it, how did she not notice that? All right. Apparently, an individual by the name of Mark Valente, 26, lured the
Oh,
child
man.
through PlayStation to his house. Police found the kid inside of a closet. So clearly, this Mark Valente guy was not very bright. Now, why are you interacting with someone who is 10 years younger than you online and has a mind capacity that is 6 years younger than his age? What could you possibly be doing with this kid? Were you looking for a partner in Call of Duty? Did you need a wingman on 2K? Did you need some tips on how to beat the highest level in Madden 2K? It's clearly this guy is some kind of a predator and is also some social deviant who doesn't have much friends. Because why are you online luring a 16-year-old to your house? Right? And then you tried to make it seem like he disappeared. Were you going to keep this kid in your house forever? What was this guy planning to do with this kid eventually? And I'm so happy that the police were able to find this kid. All right, for those who don't like cops, you need cops in this world. All right, definitely need cops. Um, and this shows it. But I'm glad the kid was found. But parents, we need to do better. All right, this is another case of online activity almost costing a child's life. Um, we don't understand people take advantage of disabled mentally and developmentally disabled individuals. As a Facebook case worker, I've many with many individuals who have been in such positions of mental capacity, and these people need a lot of help. But we need to protect them away from these predators who know that the person's mind is small, and whatever sexual deviant behavior that they would like to conduct. We must prevent these things from happening. All right, please, parents, pay attention to what your kids are doing online. They're kids; they're not adults. They do not know how to protect themselves. Like I said again, what is a mother's job? To protect their kids from danger, whether that be from information or individuals. All right? You protect your child in the womb, the job isn't over. You got to protect them out in the real world too. All right? If you like this story, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the Faces Caseworker. That was me scratching my head. If you like stories and more stories like this, please hit the like button, subscribe. This, once again, I'm the Faces Caseworker. I'm here for you guys. And what are your kids doing online when you're not around? Thank you for listening. Until next time, guys.